Hi, and welcome back to Wade Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about you needing to do something. So forgive me, I'm probably going to tell you how to live your life. This is about the universe opening a door for you, showing you a path that you've wanted for a long time. And the Life is Now card is about motivating you. You're supposed to do something. You're supposed to go get something that you want, apply for a job. Maybe you're trying to buy a house, but this is your message of divine timing. Life is now. Go get it. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And what should we start with, you guys? We'll start with the signs of the times. And if you would like a personal reading, you can reach me with the email address in the description box below. And thank you for those of you that have said such nice things in the last week about your personal readings. That really makes me feel awesome. So from the signs of the times, we've got personal power, crown. So yeah, now is the time. This is saying you have accrued the talent or the skill, the strength, the fortitude. You got it. You got it going on. So it's time to go after what you want. Maybe you're trying to publish something. Maybe you want to produce something. We've got the yin and yang card. There's a balance in your life. If it isn't right now, it's about to be. And this is the perfect time for you to go for what you want. Hello, Rachel. How's it going? What else do we have? We'll go with the Pulp Tarot. Queen of Pentacles, Judgment, and Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacle energy, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is probably more about your finances, your career, your goals, your aspirations, your stability versus love, but it's a general reading. We'll see. There is an offer coming back around or an opportunity that maybe you didn't feel would be available to you. It could be available to you again, right? Yes, it is. So this feels like a job offer or a job opportunity, a calling, if you will. This is something you are supposed to do. This is something you are born to do, if you will. I know it's super cheesy. But you're being called up. It's your time to shine. All right, what else do we have? Yep, Temperance. You've got what it takes. But we have the Fool in the reverse. This is why this reading is happening, okay? This is for somebody out there who is perfect for the job or who would be perfect for the job, but they need a little bit of, I don't know if I should use this one, you guys. I think I need to use this one. It's more like, go on. Quit being all shy and stuff. Because we got the Fool in the reverse. There is a risk, my friend, that you are going to miss this opportunity because you don't feel like it's the right time or because you don't feel like you're ready. And I'm going to go ahead and look you in your face and say, you're ready. Okay? If this reading is for you, you are ready. And that Temperance card is one of my favorites. Part man, part woman, all angel. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So you have the ability to maybe even be a liaison or some sort of mediator. Sorry, I have an itch. And you bring the right insight and experience to this job. We have the Hierophant, Hanged Man in the reverse. So there could be a leader that's stepping down. and someone feels that you would be a natural replacement. Five of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. But you may feel like, oh, that person had so much more going for them. They had so much more education, or they were around for so much longer, so they know so much more. I could never be that person. There's doubt here. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I could accept that. I don't know if that would work out, but it's doubt. You just need to like give it a second, and you'll be able to remove that negative element to it. I feel like initially somebody is being a little pessimistic, but the more they think about it, the more they realize they are actually ready. Nine of Cups and the Sun. Yep. So you may not believe in yourself right now, but you're going to. There's going to be something that happens and reminds you, oh yeah, I am kind of awesome. It might just be this reading, but it might be a comment from somebody that you've worked with, a comment from somebody you've worked for. But there's going to be something that makes you kind of reassess whether or not maybe you are actually pretty awesome and should, in fact, go out for this job. This is the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? Okay. So there's someone else you're worried about. We have number 20 and number 21, the garden and the mountain. There's someone you view as maybe competition. Are they going for the same thing? Maybe you feel like you would be like threatening someone if you went for this. But I don't feel like that's the most important thing here. I feel like you are supposed to go for this. And this person you may be worried about either feels differently or isn't going to say anything. Because I see this as your character, regardless of your gender. And there's a calling. This moon card can talk about vocation, which is your purpose. So there's something that you feel called to do. And maybe initially you're like, well, I don't know about that. That sounds like a lot, man. The more you think about it, the more you're like, actually, I think I could do that. So think it over. I feel like that was a song at some point. Have I said hello to Matt? I was born ready. I like it. What else do we have? Three of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's someone quitting or leaving or retiring. And because of that, there's an opening or an opportunity for you. And this is not something like there are other people that are interested in this role, but I feel like there are plenty of people who just naturally see you as the option, the person that should be in that role. King of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse, Three of Swords. So the way to avoid a disappointment is by going for it, because if you don't try, you will wonder what happened if you had. And with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, I also feel like there's something here where you fix a problem. It's like that idea that you prove to yourself, oh yeah, I guess I actually am kind of awesome. It's like there's an emergency or a problem that happens at work and you know exactly how to handle it. You show that ability to lead in a difficult time where others may be, I don't know, not everyone handles difficult times well, right? If you're having, I don't know, a storm happen and you're the manager and you have to make decisions, or there was one time my store caught on fire. I'm not kidding you guys. Like my retail store, it started on fire and I was in charge. And I think I handled it all pretty damn well. Except for one thing. One thing. My boss called me. He was like the store manager, right? He's like, hey, so you did X, Y, Z all really well. Good job. Can you think of anything that you didn't do? And I was like, no, I don't think so. Mind you, this is a Sunday. This man does not work on Sundays. Okay. He's like, well, Carmen, you didn't tell the store manager that the store was on fire. That it would have been a little appreciated if you would have given me a heads up instead of the district manager calling me and letting me know that my store was on fire. I was like, oh, well, it's Sunday and I kind of thought that you didn't want to like be bothered. And he's like, Carmen, the store was on fire. Okay. That's when you go ahead and you call me. I was like, oh, okay. This is one of those situations. Maybe you don't actually have a store that could catch fire. I hope nobody has any fires. But something happens and you're like, oh, I know how to fix this. I know exactly how to do this. It's great. I got everything under control. And then somebody is like, this is why we think you should take that job. For those of you where this is an external, like you would work for a different company, you, in the interview process, tell a story about you taking control of a situation or how you handled a difficult situation, and it mirrors something that has happened within that company. It like piques their interest even more because you've handled something they deal with, right? Like maybe not very well. Like they don't deal with it very well, but you do, right? Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. And the Fool in the reverse. So it looks to me like there is a leader who tells you a little in advance or gives you a heads up that you'd be a perfect fit for this job. And that's what gets you started down this process. I feel like it's actually a really good thing that you get a little extra time or a little head start because you have to process through the I can'ts before you can get to the, you know what? I can. And hopefully you don't need any like liquid courage to get to that point, but you got to get this Fool card put in the upright because I don't like it being the reverse. That's like you talking down on yourself and I won't allow it. And I make the rules. You can ask anyone. Hello, P. Douglas. How's it going today? No mountains? Oh, that would be sad. I mean, I spent most of my life without mountains, but now I don't think I could. They're my besties. Queen of Pentacles again. Five of Cups in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse. I love it. So you basically have this moment of being honest with yourself and you say, you know what? I'm going to do this because if I don't do it, I would regret it. Maybe I won't win. Maybe I won't get what I want. Maybe I won't get hired, whatever. I'm not going to not try. So we have Two of Wands in the reverse. Like, I don't know how it's going to end. But I don't want to wonder what would have happened, right? Might as well. And in some situations, companies don't hire you the first time they put you through an interview process. They put you through a second one and then they're like, oh yeah, no, we know they're good. So I don't know, maybe they just have this like, you have to get it to the point where you've gone through a couple of cycles before we'll hire you. But there's definitely reason to believe you'll be successful. This is the Beginner's Tarot. I like it. What else do we have? 8 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Part of the question or concern could be, I don't know who else is interested, but I do feel like a friend of yours is. So I don't know what I'm up against, but I probably have a pretty decent chance. So I'm going to put my name in the hat. I'm going to go for this job. I'm going to make it clear that that's something I think I could do. But there's somebody here who's not being honest, who's also applying for it. And I do feel like this is a friend. This could be like, what do they call it? Work wife, work husband. This could be like your bestie at work. This could be, and this is somebody you would expect to tell you, okay? And they're not telling you. Judgment, Temperance in the reverse. I don't think this person's very, like, I don't know that they can really offer the same as you, whoever this friend is that is also going for this job. They've been seen as impatient or easily frustrated. So, you know, like if you're dealing with a situation that requires you to stay calm, this person's not it. So a big difference between the two applicants here is you stay calm in difficult situations, or at least that's the opinion. And this person who's a friend of yours who's also interested in this job, they're the Temperance in the reverse. Everything is and they got to stay cool or they don't get to have this job. King of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. So the King of Cups is whoever I'm reading for, who is also the Queen of Pentacles. You have like a step up in your pay or a step up in your responsibilities. And it's because of your accomplishments. It's because of what you've done to not just like meet the standards or the expectations, but there's something about helping other people as well. Beyond that, your ability to remain cool. Do you play poker? You probably should. No, don't listen to me. But you'd probably be good at it. Play without money. Okay, then I don't have to feel bad. Hey, Voyager. Do people play without money? I'm pretty sure they do. I'd be like playing poker, like, okay, if you win, I'll make you dinner. Then it's less dangerous. Unless the person you're playing with doesn't know how to make dinner and then you have to eat something really gross. That's probably not be fun. Never mind. I've gone into a restaurant before and somebody with a straight face served me undercooked, like, corned beef hash from a can. I've made enough of that stuff. I can recognize it. I know how perfect those little cubes are of the potato. I don't want to go to a restaurant where you take stuff out of a can and then also undercook it. Anyways. Chariot in the reverse, again, Page of Pentacles. So this person who is also going out for this job, this person who is not as calm as you are, they say something that makes you feel like you should not apply for it. Either they directly tell you, I'm going out for it, and they make it awkward, like they expect you to just like let them have it. Or there's just some manipulation that they're trying to use to get you to focus on a different goal or a different opportunity. Be cautious. There are people you can trust with conversations around your success, and then there are people that you cannot. And we have to keep in mind that friends at work are not always actually friends, right? So discernment is pretty much always the word of the day. Yeah, Five of Wands. There's competition here that you don't realize, but it's from somebody who is easily ruffled. This person could I feel like they talk in a way that makes it obvious they think they're smarter than other people. Now, let me tell you guys something. I have a love of reading. I studied a lot of literature. I love writing. I love weird words, you know? And when you can find a way to use a word that doesn't get used as often, it makes me happy. Like, I don't often have the chance to use, like, I used folly on the channel one day. Was it you, Rachel, that was like, oh, yeah. But there are also times where that is not okay. Like, I don't go for, let's see how many vocabulary words I can include in my conversation today, because I'm not trying to make you feel bad for having to ask what something means, right? There are people out there that are specifically using different words because they want to be seen as smart, because they want to be respected or even be intimidating to other people. And that's not a good look. I feel like that's what our King of Swords, who is the competition for this, right? I love it. This is like, I'm insecure because I maybe think that you actually have a better chance at getting this job. So I'm going to have to put on airs. I'm going to have to do something to actually sound smarter than you or sound smarter than I actually am. But people see through that, don't we? Just a little bit. There are a lot of people out there that don't understand intuition is a thing, energy is a thing, body language is a thing, facial expressions are a thing. Have you ever watched yourself when you're having a conversation with somebody and you didn't know you were being watched? Like, say there's a video camera at a wedding, and maybe you've had like a glass of wine or two and you're talking to someone that you don't like, and you're over here thinking, you're like this. Yeah. Oh, well, I have to go now. Have a great day. And then you see the video camera footage and you're really like, really? Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Some people don't have that self-awareness. Some people think they're just coming across as smart, and they're not. Hello, Tess. How are you doing today? Oop, time for a new tarot deck. Let's see what we got. I want something from the Poe Tarot. I don't read these in the reverse, just to let you know. Hello, Nathaniel. How's it going? Ten of Candles, which is the Ten of Wands. And all I loved alone. Three of Paws, which is the Three of Pentacles. With these materials and with the aid of my trowel, I began vigorously to wall up the entrance of the niche. So this feels to me more and more like this is a little bit of a warning. This person you consider to be a friend in the workplace, this person who could be applying for the same job as you, this person who competes with you, who is less calm or stable and more prone to arguing and probably likes to sound smart. They're trying to do something here to prevent you from getting this job. Now, that could be as basic as I'm going to talk poorly about the hiring company or the hiring manager and hope that you lose interest. I'm going to apply for the same job and tell a story about you that makes you look bad. This is like, we don't really know. Where do you fall on this scale? But there's somebody who wants to make it a little more unlikely that you get this job. And it feels petty because I know that you're more likely to win. I know that you're more likely to be seen as the person that can do the job or the person that should do the job. So if I can, I'm going to do something to make you less at an advantage. Hello, Shane. How are you doing? Two of Quills, which is the Two of Swords. Believe nothing you hear and only one half that you see. So this person's planning on saying something about you that is not true in a way that would disadvantage you in this, probably looking for a job, right? Hello, daughter of Saturn. Hello, Illuminati. Oh yeah, that's true. Because there's a lot of words out there that just don't make any sense. So we've got the Chariot. As soon as the balloon quits the Earth, it is subjected to the influence of many circumstances, tending to create a difference in its weight, augmenting or diminishing its ascending power. So they are trying to do something to make you seem less appealing or less fit for that particular job. And it's probably dishonest. It's probably a lie. Because we have the Seven of Swords. They're trying to change the outcome by saying something about you, name dropping or telling a story or exaggerating something. That's rude. So the wheel says, never to suffer would never to have been blessed. And the Eight of Wells, which is the Eight of Cups. Quoth the raven, nevermore. So we have somebody that is willing to do what it takes to apparently make this more difficult for you. They want you to walk away from this opportunity or from this change. All right. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we have? Cross, number 13. Choices, stuck, searching for purpose, daydreaming, and indecision. And number 5, warrior, inner strength, clarity, focus, receptivity, and presence. When you show up for this interview or when you are being considered for this job, you know how to handle it. You do it well. This person who's going up against you may, by virtue of not being somebody who knows how to stay calm, not be a very good person with regards to interviewing. So it's like, how can I make you less competitive? How can I make it easier for me when I know that you're that good? Oh, well, I'll just say a little something, make it seem like you're not reliable or your integrity is questionable. This is the Gilded Reverie. So we've got number 1, which is the Rider, R-I-D-E-R. And the Letter, number 27. So we have somebody that's showing up with information, but with the mask, we know this is the person who's lying. So they are communicating something with dishonest goals. They want to make you not appealing. So the question then is, do we have somebody that is going to see through this or somebody that is going to realize this person is lying? So we have the dice in the reverse, the flowers with a bouquet in the reverse, and the labyrinth. So it takes a little bit. There's a little bit of maze or like a question tree that somebody has to go through. Because initially it's like, well, why would that person lie? And then they're like, oh, well, you're going out for the same job. That could be why. Yeah, but aren't they friends? And so there's this like, I don't know, should we look into this? And when you look into this, you realize that somebody's just trying to tarnish a good reputation, or the company realizes it. Let's see. Look at a few from What's the News. Hello, Mountain Girl. How's your day going? So we've got my boo, official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. Yo, is your friend dating someone that could influence this? I feel like this is the King of Swords energy. Like they have connections somehow so they can influence this decision. Is this a reading about nepotism? We've got extra, somebody who's overly dramatic, trying too hard, drama starter. Just in case you wanted to see the cute little picture on there. Hello, Miss Princess. I said my. You're not mine, don't worry. We've got karmics, third parties, haters, and lesson learned. I told you this is somebody who is trying to make it more difficult for you, but they have this like veneer. They're wearing a mask. They try to pretend like they're your actual friend. Uh-oh. This person may actually be attracted to you. And that may be a little awkward. And then we've got wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. Oh, for some of you, this person's trying to say that you've had an office place affair, or that you have had run-ins in terms of like harassment. This is either the connection they have, the friend you can't rely on. They might have a connection to who makes the decision for the company, or they're trying to make you look like you have somebody at the company that you shouldn't be dating. Time, delay, procrastination, too busy. So there's going to be a delay for this decision until somebody can figure out whether or not this accusation or the scandal is accurate. And I think this person is going to find out that they can't really make lies up like that without consequences. This is the Tarot Familiars. Are there consequences for this lie? Yes. Nine of Pentacles. They're the only person who says it. There's nothing that backs them up. So it leaves them in a place where they're stuck and they have to admit the real reason they did it was because they were competing. So Knight of Swords in the reverse, they end up having to retract what they said because, again, nobody else was backing that up. Nobody else had any evidence of that or thought that was true. And with the Chariot, it's like the decision for the job starts up again because that question has been answered. So it's a delay, but I feel like you still get chosen. And now this person might have consequences because they lied. Two Swords in the reverse and the Hermit with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, they kind of slow down the interview process or the decision-making process to try to figure out what happened, if there's actually an issue here. Are there dishonest credentials or, issues in terms of culture fit, right? But they end up realizing this person has lied or provided false information. And that means they can go back to discussing this job opportunity with you. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. So there's good news and likely also an apology from the person who was competing with you and lied. The apology is likely to feel forced. This person, I don't know that they're really learning everything they could from this situation. Namely, don't try to mess with other people or create stories about people, especially when you're pretending to be their friend. But they may end up like having consequences, like getting written up, something along those lines. But it's not going to actually prevent you from getting this job. It's not going to prevent you from being paid. So, well, they don't get their way. They just get a little talking to, or written warning or whatever. Which those are fun. Don't you guys love those? Yes, I have been written up before, and I'm sure none of you would ever guess that it's because I talk back to people. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you later.